Let me acknowledge before I get into the commentary that I understand there were people on the North American continent before Europeans came onto this land, captured it, and did what they did. When America was created, the natives of the land were not included as a part of America, if you will. What's up, ladies and gents? Social Nurse here. Well, the Super Bowl halftime show is being discussed a lot, right? We've got some people that hated it and some people loved it. It, you know, it's being judged. It's making money. Kendrick Lamar has broken records. Capitalism at work, right? I'm sure the NFL made quite a bit of money. The Super Bowl. But interestingly, there are people that are, foreigners all over the place discussing Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. Now, many of us here in America, ethnically Black Americans, and as well as for educational purpose and to understand context, white Americans, right? There is a history there that is quite controversial, right? America has a history of being awful towards ethnically Black Americans. Those of us who, have been here for generations through our family because of enslavement, right? And with that said, other people, because America's such a big place, a power player, they've always got something to say, right? And this includes this Nigerian lady, Madam Joyce, that is being dragged for filth, right, over there on TikTok. I will, somewhere along the line, include her commentary concerning Kendrick Lamar's halftime. Now,
not being a success, but this performance, I just thought it was really mediocre for me. Maybe because I'm not a hardcore Kendrick fan. There was a lot of the songs that I didn't know. I knew some of the mainstream ones. Like when SZA came, I was like, yes, Twin. And I thought the visuals was amazing. We had Samuel Jackson come on as Uncle Tom. And then obviously the dancers came and the American flag. And then obviously he performed They're Not Like Us. There are a lot of people on the internet who are like, oh my God, you just didn't understand. One thing I cannot stand is fake deepness. I come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance. I didn't come to think. I don't want to feel like I'm reading a book. So when I'm seeing, oh, but you did not understand the allegoric significance of when.
Madam Joyce is entitled to her opinion right now. I believe that she has said what she said for clicks, views, and to create controversy intentionally, right? For some people, any press, any conversation being talked about, no matter how badly, is good. It's good, to be recognized. And over there on TikTok, she's being dragged for filth because she said that she didn't like Kendrick Lamar's halftime Super Bowl performance, right? That she just wants to dance. She doesn't need an educational lesson, or she doesn't need to be able to figure out what is going on. Now, this lady is Nigerian British, right? Somewhere along the line, her family fled to Britain like 40 going north, right? And it's not unusual that some Nigerian or someone from the world is speaking on Black America, right? And I want to say this because to me, the performance is what I would expect from Kendrick Lamar, right? To me, the fact that he poked the bear is not out of line for the type of rap that he does. When I saw Samuel Jackson as Uncle Sam and what he was saying and doing, I immediately knew the meaning of his part of the performance, right? And for context, for such a long time, America was primarily Black people that descend from enslaved Africans, right? And white Europeans from maybe Britain or Germany or other places, right? But there's always been some stress there, right? Because to be quite honest, for context, America has not always been a great parent to enslaved or formerly enslaved ethnically Black Americans, right? We know who we are, and many of us understood what was going on without question. And for context, many white Americans understood perfectly, right? Now, maybe everyone did not get all the subliminals and metaphors, but it is not unusual for a Black American in entertainment to speak out, poke the bear, or make a statement through their performance. I mean, we can talk about, was it Nina Simone, Strange Fruit? To be young, gifted, and Black, Nina Simone? Was it the Olympians, Thomas Smith and John Carlos, who raised a black gloved fist during the 1968 Mexico City Olympics, right, to protest racial injustice, right? Was it not Muhammad Ali that spoke out a lot, right? And he was an athlete, right? And was it not James Brown, an entertainer? Say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. And do we not understand that rap for Black Americans has always been a type of music in which social issues or political concerns were expressed? So if people are surprised that Kendrick Lamar, with his reputation as a rapper, included some things that were kind of, you know, political in statement, it is what he does, right? We also know there was double things going on there. Absolutely, Drake was being Not Like Us is about Drake, right? So, and not only is it about Drake, but depending on who you are, it includes some other Not Like Us people, depending on the context, right? So this lady is being dragged. She wanted attention. She's getting attention. Was the performance revolutionary and going to change the United States and the world? Absolutely not. But we get what Kendrick was doing. We understand why he poked the bear. And even a lot of people who do not like that Super Bowl halftime, they clearly got what was going on. Now, I don't know who, besides Jay-Z overlooks this stuff that's going to be at the Super Bowl or okays it, but the Super Bowl made a lot of money. A lot of people watched it on TV. My understanding, records are being set by Kendrick Lamar. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It is what it is. I just think that people, this is partially how many Black Americans, how we, through entertainment, sometimes points are made by people in entertainment. And oftentimes in Black America, there was no respect for other Black Americans. We know we have Martin Luther King. We know that there's Medgar Evers. We know Harriet Tubman, Sojourner. There's so many people to name, but a lot of times entertainers that are ethnically Black American want to use their platform to speak out or to, acknowledge their people, which is the Black American, through their artwork. Should they be looked at as the ultimate leaders? Absolutely not. I think that there are more people at the grassroots levels that aren't even politicians that are, trying to sway things within Black America, right? So, I'm not the biggest hip hop fan, right? It's not something that I go out and buy and download, but even I understood you know, Samuel Jackson's part in some of the subliminals and stuff. And this lady over there in Nigeria, or if she's in the UK, should be concerned about Kemi Badenoch, right? Kemi Badenoch is that Nigerian lady that can't stand Nigerians in a way, right? She does not want to be associated with that place. And she is so conservative and has a lead in the Tory Conservative Party over there in England. And she's making some proposals. She's an anchor baby herself. Kemi Badenoch is an anchor baby. And maybe this lady can, be a lot concerned with Nigerian on Nigerian, anti-Nigerian stuff, right? It kind of is what it is. That lady, Madam Joyce, is really just another Emmanuel Acho or some other Nigerian that chooses to poke Black America. So she's getting dragged over there in TikTok, and it is what it is. Just my thoughts. Social news.